Morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. It is God is There week at Hope for Today, celebrating the good news of Jesus, that God is there for us. He's there for you right now. We said that He's there for you when you're tired. God is there for you when you forget to do what you were supposed to do. God is there for you when you're hurting. And today, God is there when you feel lonely. God is there when you are lonely. You know, I read all these articles that tell us that because of our technology and because of the fluidness in culture, that we're the most connected generation in history, right? Like, you may be getting ready to go to your 50th year high school reunion, but you'll know exactly what's going on with all of those folks who are coming there because we are just that connected. So in many ways, we have some benefits and some connectivity that our great-grandparents could have only dreamt of. But what's funny about the same articles is they say even though we're the most connected generation in history, we're also the most lonely generation in history. And they look at the numbers. We are angrier than our great-grandparents were. Now, for the first time in history, our lifespan is going down. You know, in the richest country in the world. We are less happier, we're making less money, and everything else. And all of that sometimes compounds upon you to where you just feel lonely. On top of that, life is life. And a lot of you are leaders out there, and leaders by virtue of the design means your job is to stretch out ahead. And because you're stretching out ahead and others aren't yet ready to go with you, you feel like you're kind of on an island. Some of you are lonely because of some broken relationships. Some are lonely because, you know what, kids are just not seeing it my way right now, and there's a little estrangement there. And my point is this: loneliness is real, and a lot of us have it on some level in our lives right now. Do you feel lonely today? Do you feel a little left behind? Do you feel like you're missing out? And I want you to know that the scriptures encourage us that God empathizes with our weaknesses and our losses in our life. Hebrews 13, verse 5, the writer says, keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you had. For He has said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And then verse 6 says, so we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear what can do to me. I've learned in my life that when I feel lonely, that even though the reality may be that I'm lonely, because of Jesus and His overwhelming love for me, I may be lonely, I'll never be lonesome. Like, I may be physically and literally and intellectually, right, lonely in this moment. But because I've got a friend, Proverbs 18:24, who sticks closer than a brother, I'll never be lonesome. It's this idea that no matter what you're going through, Jesus says, I'll stick through it with you, thick and thin. I'll be at your side. I'll be there to encourage you. I'll be there to champion you. I will be your helper. And that's good news today for anybody watching right now who's lonely, that God's still with you. And God actually has a plan to even not just erase the lonesomeness, but also the loneliness, and put you in community where He's got you to thrive. You just got to open up to Him. If you're lonely today, I want to encourage you to do this. Jesus, I'm lonely, and I just wanted to share that with you. And God, would you be to me what you said you would be, that you'd never leave me nor forsake me? And God, just overwhelm me and reassure me with your presence and your joy and your peace so I can keep on keeping on. I pray that you pray that prayer all throughout the day if you're feeling lonely. Until then, let's keep on celebrating that God is there. And that's Hope for Today. I'll see you next time.